So hopefully you can still hear me quite well. It's got quite windy up here now, but just passing by here the Ferraris, which I might try and get a good look around later. We've got this fence in the way, so but I can see it looks to be a nice 308 down there, and there's a black 348 as well. I think I saw that car last year. Got some more Lamborghinis as well, but another Diablo last year. I don't remember seeing any. Up here, I think this is the Abarth stands now. So we're going to see lots of Punto Evos. Probably not very many Tipos. Like this rather fantastic looking one here. What's those windows and that roll cage? This looks actually fully race prepared. And of course we'll be seeing lots and lots of 595s, 695s, 124s. Now, coming lots of weird and wonderful specs. So, a rough idea as to some of them, but I'm certainly no expert. So this one's got the AOC sticker, so that's the Abarth Owners Club. Some of these cars I do recognise from last year when we was here, but really there are loads and loads of these. Loads and loads. It's really difficult to get round. I'm not going to get round and manage to get all of these cars in without missing. But as you can see, we've got it looks like hundreds of 500 595s. We've got 595C Competition. So that's actually got a rather large rooftop mounted spoiler that goes onto the top of the convertible hood, which is quite interesting. Also, we can get a nice view inside there as well. And obviously those wheels and side skirts all coordinated. I imagine you've got to be very careful with those on rough ground. The thing with I'll say for the Abarth owners is whenever there's an event, even in winter, they do seem to turn out in force. I've been out a few times with some of the clubs with Abarth owners and or other clubs that have got Abarth owners in them. Well, it's got 695 Abarth. Is this the new SSA model? We've got that adjustable wing on the back there and this two-tone design. So a lot of buzz around these cars quite recently. Really interesting. We've got that one, got a tribute to Ferrari, or has it just got Ferrari badges on? Those massive lamps as well on there, and they're not just stuck on, they've actually got, that's interesting, I've never seen these, got some these carbon surrounds, but the large lamps actually integrated into those vents. It's really neatly done. Got the carbon mirror backs. So, and we've got actually one of my friends, Paul, from the Owners Club. So this car actually featured on video I've done for this event for the Fiat 500 Owners Club. So if you haven't already watched that, check that video out. I'm going to leave a link at the end so you'll be able to go on over and take a look at that video. Just as a bit more focus on this car and on the club stand, which you won't have seen very much of on this video. So I could take you around these, but literally if I take you around every Abarth at this show, we're gonna be here until next year probably. So look at that paintwork on that one. Wow. It's been some hours have gone into that. One car we'll have a quick look at over here actually, this is a convertible version. I know someone with the hardtop of this car is the 695 Revving. Now the Revving is a special version. They were available with a wood dash, but most seem to have opted for the carbon dash, which is what this one's got. But again, you can't really see here because of the reflection, but you've got this sort of standard Abarth seats, but we've got a fantastic blue, dark blue leather interior. Which, so let's see if we can see any better through this window. Yeah, like a dark blue leather inside. It's really, really nice. And then we've got this two-tone paintwork as well, which with this green pinstripe really suits the car. So we're going to move on from here now, if I do it without falling over this fence, to the Alfa Romeo stand. Now, one of my friends is actually on here with his GTV, which we'll probably see a bit later on. Which I actually bumped into him in the services on the way down here. Right, so I've got to be honest, I don't really know much about this car, but nonetheless it's absolutely stunning. I'm sure there'll be someone who will have definitely featured this car in a video with a lot of info on it, because who knows, maybe this is your car. If so, let me know in comments, tell us a little bit about it. Now, another car I really, really like is this Alfa 145. Now, there is one this colour, though I don't think the same model, on the Furious Driving channel with Mr. Richardson. I'm a big fan of the 145 and the 146. A relative had a 146 briefly. We never had the 145, but from the front they look the same. The 146 being a 5-door fastback, and it's been a 3-door hatch. But they almost had a sort of a mini estate look to them. But really nice styling, really nice sort of thing. As is this 916 GTV, looking really good here in silver. I'm not sure whether it's a twin spark or a GTV6, as it's not badged at the back, but these are really striking designs, still look really, really good even today. A car I've always liked. This is actually one of the later ones with a restyled front end, which I'm still out on with these a bit. I think I probably prefer the original style with the shallower grille, but still a stunning car, and this one looks in fantastic condition. But another 145 silver one. This one's a higher spec. We've got leather interior in here, these skirts with the clover leaf on. And some more modern ones. We've got a Giulietta. Rather curious. Is that a 159 sport wagon? I think that's been wrapped. I don't know how it's coming over on camera, but it's got a really sort of a satin, almost a pinky red finish to that one. So another Giulietta, and then back to some older cars. We've got this GT Junior 750. Now, again, I've got a friend with a GT Junior, but not like this one. Obviously, we've got these arches. We can see the again, I don't know if it's coming out on camera, but you've got these arches look to be riveted over, and then we've got the roll cage in the back there. Some really nice looking leather seats, a wooden 3-spoke steering wheel with those pods, and then those auxiliary gauges angled towards the driver there. And these arches have got quite a flare to them as well. That's really, really nice. Really like that. So we've got a Spider and another Giulia. So a few cars moving about, hopefully not all leaving. So a 360 actually looks quite nice in this dark blue with the beige leather interior. As does this a 550, I can't remember now. Yeah, real sort of Grand Tourer. That looks fabulous in there. Really, really nice. We've got those dark blue carpets and those leather straps to secure your luggage down at the back. Beautiful. And again, some more modern models. So it seems to have a bit of a mix here of Alfa Romeo and Ferrari. 156 again, I'm a huge fan of 156s. Oh, another Spider. Yeah, quite a few Julias. Really quite a popular car for Alfa Romeo. Let's have a quick look. We've got obviously this motorsport going on here as well. So it looks like we've got the some classic Alfas out going round here. Actually watched a lot more of the motorsport last year than I have this year because of where our stand is. Our stand was a little further back up there, trackside last year. This year we're a little bit further away. So rather nice tricolour on white design here. Oh, and look, we've got the replica Stratos going through. Look at that. That's fantastic. Apparently the guy has owned that car since the 1980s. All see. Right, crossing over then, we've got some more Alfa Romeos down here. So, lovely Brera. In fact, we've got a few. Is this all Breras? Again, outside the shows, these are, for such a modern car, seem to be becoming quite a rare sight outside of events like this one. But something even rarer is one of these Alfa Romeo Zagato FZ. Supposedly these are becoming very, very expensive now. And again, we've got more Mitos, GTs. Oh, that is delightful. Couldn't you just imagine being out on a Sunday afternoon driving one of these? See, your sensible family saloon car. Oh, and even a nice period picnic basket. Is there anything better I love more than cars or picnic baskets? A difficult choice between the two. Oh yeah, definitely worth a walk down this end of the track. So many cars, more Spiders. Got another Montreal, this time a blue one. Just so incredibly rare to see these. Plus this was actually look at this view, as it was a barn find. Installed since '92, barn find 2015. Fantastic. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So many fantastic cars. It's like where to point the camera first. You never see GT Juniors, and it's like today I've seen so many. A couple more GTVs. I always like the GTVs, I love them in period. So we've got one's a GT twin spark, I suspect the other will be a V6 Busso engine GTA. So as I mentioned before, we've got the different style in the front of these. Obviously we've got the smaller grille as opposed to the later car we saw earlier with the full height grille. But I think these earlier ones do look much better personally. Got another 145. Not seen any 146s this year. I did see one last year that someone had bought quite cheaply and was using it as a family car, as it was always intended. But yeah, 1990s Alfa Romeo and family car, not something you'd normally put together, but someone was doing it and I applaud that. Stunning dark blue GTV. We've actually we've got a Spider as well, GT version. Yeah, not seen one of these for a bit either. So obviously, a bit like that 916 GTV, we looked at a convertible version. This one a strict two-seater. Though in reality, even the fixed head version, you're not likely to really get anybody in those back seats. We've got another SZ, so an incredibly rare car, and here we've got two of them. Yep, so we've got my friend's GTV6 here. Absolutely stunning car. Blue with a fantastic red leather interior inside here as well. But we're going to move away because we've got some track action. Well, whether my microphone's picking this up or not, but they've fetched out a couple of old F1 cars. I don't know if the mic's doing this justice, but these are incredibly loud. So we've back to a few more Ferraris, and of course, yeah, Ferrari 308. What can we say? It's somewhat iconic. Obviously, some of our viewers may remember Magnum PI. And 308 once referred to as the, well, maybe not so much the cheap Ferrari, but for many the way into Ferrari ownership. Sadly, the service bills are still somewhat costly. So something a bit newer, Maserati Ghibli, alongside an Alfa GT. And then we're back into Ferrari territory again. We've got a 360 Spider. Still retains a glass top so you can see in the engine bay. Next to a 355 Spider, so like the 348 we saw earlier, but much more advanced. Let's say 5 valve per cylinder, 6-speed transmission, probably lots of other updates. Obviously it's had a bit of a restyle, so we've got the round tail lamps, the side vents, we've lost the side strikes on there, and the front bumpers were sort of rounded off a little as well. So another 308 GTS, alongside a 360. So going a little older still now, the Ferrari 330. And another 328 GTS. Of course, there are some cars that are a little, shall we say, rarer still. Say, oh, I don't know, an F40. How often, viewers, do you see an F40? Registration F40 CAR. Wow. Probably I think a 2.9 litre V8 from memory. Turbocharged. First road car to crack 200 miles per hour. And a body made from carbon fibre in the late 1980s. Probably find any modern Ferrari can near enough match those performance stats now. So what tops the Ferrari F40? Well, how about another Ferrari F40? Yes, viewers, another Ferrari F40, also with F40 registration. We need to come back down to earth. I don't know if you can really do that surrounded by Ferraris, but we'll have a good try. So we'll have a look at this Mondale. For, at one point, somewhat unloved, but I actually do quite like these. I don't know whether you call them practical. They have got something that looks like seats in the back. I can't comment on whether anyone could fit in those, but they look like seats. It's red, it's mid-engined, it's Italian. So an E-registration, so we're looking about 87, 88. Much older, of course, is this Dino. Now the Dino, actually I think they all were badged Dino. This has got Ferrari script on there. But yeah, Dino, it was supposed to be sort of almost a sub-brand, a cheaper entry into Ferrari. But I don't know if you can see on there, but the steering wheel just says Dino, it doesn't say Ferrari on it. These were a V6. The engine has the used in the Fiat Dino that we saw a little earlier on. Again, the badging on the front doesn't say Ferrari on there, it just says Dino. Now, rather sad, it was a fitting tribute to Enzo Ferrari's son who tragically died. These cars are worth an awful lot of money now. What's interesting, it's probably not showing up on here, but under those heater controls you've got almost like a miniaturized stereo stacker, hi-fi stacker system in there. It's really quite interesting. But another Mondale, again, looks quite classy in this blue. I really do quite like Ferraris in this shade. Quite striking yellow, 348. Moving down here, something else that's caught my eye. A 512 TR by the looks of this one. Obviously a much loved Testarossa, but it's marginally facelifted, so the bumpers got this sort of one-piece bumper now. Everything's a little more smoothed off, a little rounded. Probably changes things like door mirrors. Still got the 5-spoke alloy wheels, but the design just a little bit different, a little smoothed off. I imagine there may have been some slight interior revisions, but it doesn't look too much different. But I really like these. This was my childhood poster pin-up car. Yep, it is a TR. I like how it's still retained this rear end as well, with the slats across the back covering the lamps. And the 512 TR script on there. These are obviously a flat 12 engine in these. Really quite different to some of the other models. And Yeah, these were a very, very expensive car in period, and still are today. Now later they did do the 512M, but they lost the pop-up lights, different wheels again, and rounded tail lamps, and yeah, it was an attempt to try and update the car, but for me they just don't look right. More modern supercars, they seem to have a bit of a mix of Ferraris and Lamborghinis. Got another 308 GTS by the look of it, which I really like the look of that car. So I've got a few spaces, so I think a few have actually left. It's a rather late Diablo, so we tell this is a late one primarily by the front end, so we've lost the pop-up lights now. Obviously a lot of these cars used to have pop-up lights, and with changes in regulations and things, sadly they were lost for more conventional looking units. Obviously we've got a slight nose restyle and a different interior as well. We possibly won't be able to see through the glass, but the dashboard is different on these cars to the earlier models. We've got this huge carbon centre console as well, and black leather with orange piping to match this exterior. And who should we run into looking around here? It's Mr. Bill again from Wool's Wheels. Hello, Mr. Bill. I've just met Keith at Festival Italia, and he owns this fantastic Fiat X1.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, it really is lovely, and this is a 1500, I believe.
This is a 1500 X1.
Yeah.
I bought it in 1980.
Yeah.
It was actually manufactured in 1979.
Right.
So I bought it in March 1980. So I was the first owner of one of those into Volkswagen.
41 years, that's phenomenal.
Yeah.
This is a 5-speed.
This is a 5-speed, yeah, 1500.
Yeah, well the 1300's 5-speed.
No, 4-speed.
4-speed.
4-speed gearbox. 1290cc. This is 1498.
Yeah. Obviously not especially powerful. I know people put Uno turbo engines and things in them, but obviously it's a mid-engine sports car. They do handle quite well, don't
Very
they?
well, yeah. This day it's quite good.
Yeah, and obviously you've got the Tiger top on these as well, so you've got the convertible experience as well.
Takes it off and slows around the front of the body. So,
yeah, I understand, so they just slide underneath the front.
Should I demonstrate for you?
We can have a look if you like, yeah, that'd be brilliant.
Lever in the near side. Bonnet stay. It's held on by 2 rubber clips.
Yeah.
2 rubbers. It's actually turned round, so what you do, take it off. What I tend to do is open the door because you're not leaning against the car.
Right.
So they make it the door if you lean over to it. It's not too heavy. There's 2 clips under the sun visors, one each side. Job done. The other clip just under there. That's it, finished.
So then it's back to a coupe style mid-engine car. Does it feel any stiffer to drive with the roofing?
No, it's not really. There's not a lot of wind noise, especially if you keep the windows up.
Yeah.
And in the winter,
Yeah. Obviously I would love an X19, but I know they are quite prone to rot, so driving one in the winters maybe not ideal.
Not now, no. I wouldn't trust it. I did drive it when I bought it when I've had it for years, so unfortunately it did have to have a repaint in 2019.
Yeah. If I stand aside, just so I can keep you in the microphone so we can hear you.
Yeah, sorry.
So obviously again mid-engine cars, there can be, I mean the handle's superb in the dry, but in the wet they can be a bit treacherous.
Yeah, it can understeer slightly.
Yeah.
But obviously I don't do it. I used to when I was younger.
Yeah.
I was 28 when I bought this. I'm 68 now, so.
Yeah. Even when I was a teenager, I would have loved one of these. Like I said, they came before the NR2, didn't they? It was the working man's Ferrari, wasn't it? Really?
Yeah, well, I suppose it was. The design dates back to 1972.
Yeah.
So originally, I was saying it was 1300.
Yeah.
It was the original, and these later ones with the larger bumpers for the American market.
Yeah, I do have a slight preference for the split bumpers.
Ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, the quarter bumpers.
I've not seen any of those today. No.
I haven't seen one for years.
Some people debumper them as well, don't they?
They do, yeah.
Which look quite good.
Yeah.
Obviously yours is a Fiat badge car.
Yep.
Obviously we've got a Bertone badged version, obviously just here behind us. Is there any? What's the difference then between?
The difference is my one was the body shell was made by Bertone.
Yeah.
And it was shipped to the Fiat factory to put the mechanicals in.
Right.
The difference with the Bertone badge ones was that the whole car was made at the Bertone factory.
Right.
All the mechanicals, body shell obviously, but this was shipped to Fiat.
Right.
So hence the Fiat badge.
Yeah. But specification wise, did the end product, were there any real sort of noticeable difference or?
Not really.
No.
Basically exactly the same, just trim slightly. I mean, this one's got rubber trim on the doors.
Yeah.
So,
when you was ordering the car, then would a customer have been able to specify which they wanted, or would he
no,
just got what you got?
This was it. As it is, this is how I bought the car. Apart from obviously, I've upgraded the wheels.
Yeah.
Aftermarket wheels, which is 7 inch. The originals were 5.4.
Right.
13 inch. The downside of it, it's quite difficult to manoeuvre and it's going slow.
Right.
The steering's quite heavy, it's not power steering to the car.
No. I actually knew a guy years and years ago. He actually had an X1 he swapped it for a Lotus Esprit, but I remember it was a black one, and it had the Delara kit, I think it was with a wide body.
Yes.
Yeah, really interesting looking car, but I've not seen one of those for quite a long time either.
Some people put the Lancia twin cam engine in.
Right.
It's cutting a bit, the body shell slightly bulky to get the.
And what about the Uno turbo engines? Are they easy to swap?
They fit in okay. Apparently you have to change the gearbox.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure.
But then again, how much power do you want in one of these cars? I suppose is the thing. Yeah. Well, that's excellent. Yours is a really nice example as well. So thank you very much for chatting to me about this. I'm sure you as a Marcon motor are going to really enjoy experiencing this. So yeah, thank you very much.
It's a pleasure, Mark. Take care.
So here we are, Festival Italia 2021, going out on the parade lap now. Obviously we're in convoy with the Fiat 500 Owners Club. On the Brands Hatch short circuit, so initially just going out, obviously there's a pace car ahead, so once the pack closes up again, I imagine we'll possibly even come to a standstill again. So it's been a great day here once again out at Festival Italia. So there's been lots to see and do, lots of motorsport, lots of vehicle displays. So obviously a bit noisy here because we've gone out on track with a roof box on. Something probably never before seen at Brands Hatch. And splitting the grid out into two now. We've just passed Mr. Jake Bill from Wool's Wheels in his Panda 100 horsepower. So pace car's just getting everyone lined up, and then we'll be shortly we'll depart all off on our parade lap at Brands Hatch, which is a real icing on the cake at the end of the day. So I think we're still bringing cars on track, but we'll be hopefully starting soon. So this is Festival Italia, revving engines, horns. Up we're going.
We better get in quickly.
So now in Italian style we've got a mad, almost a Le Mans style racing start, because everyone is now running back to the cars, ready to go. And the parade lap of Festival Italia 2021 at Brands Hatch is off. So through the starting grid and the track dropping down as they come into turn one, I can imagine this could be quite tricky at speed because you really can't see much over the horizon as you come down here. So all I can see ahead is all the an array of Lancias and Fiats and Alfas, and then behind the cars of the Fiat 500 Owners Club UK. Just quite a sight as I look back down the hill there. So then down the back straight now, I can see over to the right the vehicles that are in the pit lane, and beyond that the stands where the spectators would stay. This has been another great event once again here at Brands Hatch. Last year was good, but with the pandemic a little bit more scaled back, but this year's come back with a vengeance and has been well worth the visit. Perhaps you were here today at Brands Hatch. If so, let me know in the comments what car was you in. Maybe I even featured it on the channel. If I did miss your car, then sorry, there was so much to see and it wasn't intentional. If you've enjoyed the video, do hit the like button, and if you want to see more of this sort of thing, please do subscribe, hit the bell notification, because with a bit of luck this certainly won't be the last of this type of event that we'll be featuring on the channel. But thanks again for watching, and goodbye for now.